Every time you tap your phone or click a mouse, you're sending money flying through the digital world. It's so easy, right? But have you ever stopped to think, how safe is it really? Well, today, we're going to dive into a pretty cool AI platform that was designed by a group of super talented students to act as a real-time guardian for all our digital transactions.
See, all this convenience with digital payments, it comes with a bit of a hidden cost. We're more and more vulnerable to some really sophisticated fraud. With every single transaction, we're up against potential risks we might not even be aware of.
So let's be real. It's the question we all kind of ask ourselves, isn't it? When you scan that QR code at a coffee shop or hit Pay Now online, are you absolutely certain your money and your data are secure? It's a concern that's becoming more and more valid every single day.
And we're not talking about your basic old-school scams here. The threats today are, well, they're on a whole other level. We're talking about malicious QR codes that look totally legit, or those fake bank messages trying to trick you into giving up your login details. Scammers can even whip up fake payment confirmation screens to fool merchants, or use these really complex SIM swap attacks to literally take over your account.
Okay, so that's the scary part. But what if we could fight back with technology that's just as smart, maybe even smarter? And that brings us to the solution we're looking at today, a proactive defense system powered by AI that's designed to stay one step ahead of the bad guys. The mission statement right here really tells the whole story. The key words you got to focus on are proactively and analyzes. See, this isn't just about catching fraud after it's already happened. Nope, it's about analyzing data as it happens. How does this digital bodyguard actually do its job? Let's follow a single transaction as it makes its way through the system's really intelligent checks and balances. Let's break this down step by step. First, you've got a payment event. Instantly, the AI modules fire up, and they analyze everything, not just the transaction, but even related text messages. Based on all that info, it spits out a risk score. And then finally, the decision gateway makes the call. Is it good to go? Should we flag it? Or do we block it completely? Simple, super fast, and really, really effective. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Don't banks and stuff already have fraud detection? And yeah, they do. But this system has some really unique features that honestly take protection to a whole new level. Let's dig into what makes it so special.
First up is what they call multi-vector detection. So instead of just looking at the transaction data by itself, this system pulls in information from a bunch of different angles. It checks the payment details, it scans your incoming texts for phishing links, and it even verifies payment confirmations. It's kind of like having 3 security guards watching your back instead of just 1.
And this is seriously smart. The system uses natural language processing, or NLP, which is just a fancy way of saying it can read and understand a text message just like you or I can.
Okay, and for anyone who's a merchant, this one is an absolute game changer. The receiver-side verification feature doesn't just trust the sender, it actually confirms that the money has landed in the account. This totally shuts down that common scam where someone shows a fake payment sent screenshot and just walks off with stuff they never paid for.
And this is so important. The system doesn't just block something and leave you confused. It gives you explainable alerts. It tells you why an activity was flagged. Maybe it was a sketchy link in a text you just got, or an unusually large transaction amount. This builds trust, sure, but more importantly, it teaches you what to look out for yourself.
So what's powering all this magic? Well, it's a really robust suite of technology. The whole solution is built on Google Cloud, using cutting-edge tools like Vertex AI for the machine learning models, BigQuery to analyze massive amounts of data, and Firestore to manage everything securely. Having a foundation like that means the system is built to be scalable, secure, and incredibly fast.